it is easy to mention the words affordable housing and make sure that people are coming to listen to you. Seems to me that in Vancouver is really a critical issue. And I'm very, very pleased, A, to be invited and be part of this forum and potentially make contribution. But today I would like to bend minds. I would like to make you think about affordable housing in a different way and understand not only the sheer immediate ramifications, but what affordable housing means to all of us. And I believe that when I talk to many people who come to this country, some of which are my students, they all tell me that what brings them to this continent and to this wonderful country of ours is the dream of owning a home. They either live in either places in a condition where ownership is impossible for some. They live in places where they will never be able to afford the luxury living and the good living that Canada provides to its citizens. We are living now in a very, very interesting time. And in my opinion, there can be easily a line drawn in the sand where some of us will have and some of us will not have. And we would like that if the sand or the line is near the ocean, that the water will completely erase it, and we will be a land where everyone has equal opportunity. But we are facing many very serious realities. It is not difficult to build affordable housing. Something shifted, something changed in the formula that make it not working for us anymore. When I came to Canada, in 1980, I was amazed that in Montreal, I could buy a home with my 2 years' salary. It's gone away from Montreal as well, and there is many reasons for it. And I'm astonished that in Vancouver, people will pay, on average, and this is, I believe, the cost in BC, the average cost of housing is close to $800,000. And I cannot even imagine a young person who finished school today, educated person who went to university, who can afford to live and build and live and have affordable housing. We are living in time of change. Vancouver is a prosperous city, and there are many people who can find work here. But this is not the case. We are seeing economic shift. Many people who are going to graduate in the next few years will not attain the salaries, the income that will enable them to come anywhere close to buying homes in the price range that we are talking about. We are living now in one of the most fundamental economic shifts in the world, some of which will affect the life of each individual and each young person who is about to embark and honor their own life journey. We saw demographic transformation, whereas earlier generations, say half a century ago, were people who grew up in traditional families, mother, father, and sometimes with 2 salaries. 10% of all the people who are out there looking for a home are single-parent family on 1 salary. 16% of all the people who are living in Vancouver are single people. We see economic shift where now people with a single salary, with a single income, are looking for a home. And they do not have nor the product, nor the cost, and nor the ability to afford such a home. And we are talking about 25% of the entire population who will not have access to affordable housing. We tend to believe that all of us, all seniors, save money to their retirement. There is an avalanche coming your way, coming everyone's way. And this is people like me with forehead that continue all the way to the back, who are now contemplating their retirement. Some of us did save, but some of us did not. The city of Vancouver, like any other city in Canada, will most likely wake up to the reality that there are many people who live in rental accommodation, never were able to afford the home, and they will be a burden on your social services that I assume are already burdened. The idea of providing homes to young people today will enable to lift burdens, social burdens in future years. archaic technology. You can go to a hospital today in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and an incision will be made on one arm, and a little camera will be inserted right into your heart. Another incision on the other arm will insert a little balloon, an angiogram, right into your heart. We are still sending a bunch of 2x4s to muddy construction site to build on. We did not move an inch from the middle of the century. We are still building essentially homes the way we used to do it. There is no innovation, no idea, no foresight of how we can build home in a different fashion. We're building Cadillacs. I amazingly saw around the Toronto area a home advertised where it was advertised 6 bathrooms all connected to the internet. Who needed it? But we have come to expect the luxury that previous generation never dreamed of. And we came to expand, and we loaded the home with more and more and more, and we failed to understand that if you are young and you want to attain and build and have yourself a home, you have to size down your expectation. We have to go back to a time where we can live modestly at first and then expect to have more. But this is not how we come to the market. We want everything, the granite countertops. And this is what makes, among other, the home very expensive. We need to think about our environment completely differently. We cannot sprawl anymore. Not that Vancouver has tons of land to sprawl, but we cannot sprawl. We cannot build endlessly. Because once you go to the boonies, you have to sit in the car and you have to listen to Lady Gaga all the time. But this is what we have done. We build homes and we cannot afford to have many people going into suburban locations. There is no, our concept of what a town or a city build or how it is evolved need to be completely different.